and I'm the Global Director of NewThing. I want to take a few minutes of your time just to tell you about a new cohort that we are kicking off October 6th, a cohort that I think is going to be really important because it's going to help you as a leader mobilize people in your church in new ways. We're calling it Mobilizing for Multiplication during a pandemic. And we're going to explore what it looks like for you and I to mobilize people in our church in the small ways and in the big ways. And this is a 5-week cohort, and I get excited about a lot of stuff, but I'm really excited about this thing because we have lined up thought leaders who are friends of NewThing from across the world to speak into this, to speak into the importance and the contextual matters of mobilization. You're going to hear from Dave Ferguson and Alan Hirsch and Steve Addison and Rob Wagner and many others. But what I'm really excited about is you are also going to hear from people that you might not normally hear from. People in India, leaders like Albert Tennyson, who is leading microchurch movements in India, or Pastor B3 from Uganda, who has helped her church transition from only the large space to now occupying medium spaces in their city and in their region. We're going to look at how to mobilize people in large spaces and medium spaces and small spaces and micro spaces, but we're not going to just talk about it. We're going to help you do it. You know, one of the things that I'm pretty adamant about at NewThing is, we need to inspire people. I want you to be inspired about what God's doing. I want you to be inspired by these leaders. I want to inform you as much as possible. I want to give you real information that you can act on, but we also want to help you implement it. Man, I wouldn't do these cohorts. We wouldn't do any of this work if new churches weren't being catalyzed as a result. And so join us for this 5-week cohort. We're gonna look at everything from discipleship to macro movement reproducing, because I believe that this is an unprecedented opportunity for the church. I know that this has been a season of challenge. COVID-19 has challenged the church in new ways that we could have never imagined at the beginning of this year, right? But what if God's doing something new? What if God can use this season in new ways? Because where there's been challenge, there's also opportunity. And I, for one, am convinced that mobilizing the body of Christ is one of those opportunities. We have never had this moment. We have never had this window of opportunity to reimagine, to shift, to invent again, whatever you want to use to describe it. But this moment where you and I as leaders can really pour into the people in our churches, mobilize them for mission for God's glory. So join us, because we'll teach you what we know. We'll help you implement new techniques to mobilize the body of Christ where you lead. But what I love about these online cohorts that we do is we'll learn from you, and we'll have a conversation, and there'll be much peer-to-peer learning. So we've designed it to be a very rich experience. I want you to be a part of it. And that's why I wanted to take a little time in your day today to let you know about what we're up to. All the details are on our website or on our social media pages. And if you need any help, we are standing by ready to help you. But do me a favor and register now, because I want to make sure you're a part of this cohort.